are you?
Doing good. Afternoon.
Good afternoon. Sorry, I had to cancel. Crap, I had to get done.
Okay.
I'm still trying to catch up from 3 weeks of being gone. Just really what it boils down to. Um, I'm gonna wait. Unlike Larry, I'm gonna do it my own style, Christy. I'm gonna wait until right at the top of the hour. We'll just hit go, and I'll just go. There won't be a pre-show. Yeah. I don't know how many people we'll have here today either. Everybody's like
On holiday.
chill, pretty much. Yeah, it's not Christmas, but here
Big
it's
deal.
big. Well, it's also a great excuse like Christmas to just chill for a week. So um, yeah, it is a big deal. Like it is. So everybody's just kind of working a little slow this week. So anyway, everything going okay with you?
Yep. All good.
Okay.
You didn't do the Jack Harris coaching, or they're not around?
No, they canceled on me at the last
Ah.
minute. I was sitting in there and I'm like, I texted them, is anybody joining me? And they actually they have two locations and they're moving buildings in one. And they're
Mm.
like, oh crap, they have to be out today to move into the new one. So they're
Mm.
like, we can't meet. We're all here trying to move to the other
Transfer.
spot. Yeah. So they forgot all about me, I think, is what it boils down to. And then
Because
Ryan canceled because he's on vacation.
oh, so you're
So
gonna have Derek
well, I've
only.
well, I guess. I mean, it's fine because I've been working on the webinars all day. So and then just a bunch of like small stuff. So yeah, we'll see if Derek cancels. If he cancels, I'm going home for the day.
You're not going
So
anywhere for the 4th of July? Oh,
no,
okay.
no. No, we have a real, like I live in a pretty small town and like kind of everybody knows everybody to some degree, not, So we have like this big 4th of July like event here, right? Like it's I can walk to it from my house. They have a parade with all the kids on their bikes and their scooters and stuff, and then they have like in a park they have all these games, and then at night you have fireworks and bands and stuff. So I'll probably just walk down. That's what we always do. We just walk down there,
Wow.
hang out. So
How are you
yeah,
gonna
it's kind
meet?
of.
You're gonna meet
Oh
Larry?
no, Larry's all the way across the country.
Oh.
He's in Maine where I grew up.
Oh, California. Is that right?
No, Maine. So Maine is, you know where Boston is on a map?
Oh, okay.
It's north of that. So if you look at a map of the U.S. and you look up Maine, it's in the very northeast corner. So he's there with his parent. His parents live in New Hampshire, which is the next state to the south of Maine.
Mhm.
So he's up there this whole week.
I
His
see.
niece is working at like where he is called Bar Harbor. It's on the ocean. It's like a resort town. People travel from everywhere. So he's there right now. So anyway, all right,
Do you
looks
want
like
to
we
add
got
me
one.
at Mark or?
Oh, Larry's here. Larry showed up.
Hi, Larry. You're muted.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, I am. I said, no, I'm not.
We didn't know you were coming. It's great.
No, no. I was just on a call. I'll tell you about it later. It was good, but shoot. Are you there?
Yes, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah,
My
you're fine.
Zoom is not anyway. Let
With a
people in. Let's
client
do this
or a client or a potential client or neither.
with a potential referral source. But I
Hmm.
found that there's a bit of an overlap with one of our referral sources now. So
Who's that?
Joe's new flat rate. It's like
Uh,
it's the exact same thing, but they have a coaching thing. So
hmm.
anyway, we'll talk about it later. We're here now.
Yeah,
Done.
yeah,
We got
yeah.
people waiting for us. We went
We
Mark in.
we have one person.
Okay, no, there's going to be people in Facebook land. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. What's happening, Mark? How are you today, my friend? And I got to bring up my Facebook stuff so I can do the intro and everything. So give me half a second and we can get this going, as I know you're going to have us do. Uh, what are you talking about today anyway, Eric?
Talking about uh,
For
being an
trucks.
entrepreneur as you're aging.
Oh, yeah. So that's smart. Okay, cool. All right.
Not that
So
we're
we have
aging.
Mark. No. Why
I'm
would you
not.
think that?
I'm
It was
working. I'm
him.
working on going backwards.
That's what Christy said. You look so buff. He said,
I paid her for that, bro.
dude, that word, Christy, that was so funny. I'm like, buff? I haven't heard that word in years. All right, Christy, tell us when we're live.
Maybe
I want
maybe
to
you
hear.
need to get in the maybe you need to get in the
I
gym
know.
more.
Oh, I need to be buff, more buffer. Oh, where's the beach?
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Playing on.
We've
Mark,
got
let's entertain you. We got good information for you. Sorry if we're going off like crazy. We got Jennifer coming in here too. Cool.
all
Wonderful.
right,
We got
Larry.
people. Are we live?
Starting.
Well, hello, everybody. This is Larry and Eric, and we are here on the Super Profit Community. Eric and I are from SuperTech University, but we are here to help you as an owner, entrepreneur, run your business more successfully, more profitable, with more sanity, especially having a great team around you. The shameless plug. But what we share here, we do this once a week. It's not theory, it's practice of business skills that you can implement. These are things that we learned going through the trenches. Because we had a service company for 10 years, we sold that company and we found some really cool practices that we run with. So you don't have to struggle with them all as well, like I was saying. And business is an extreme sport. Jennifer, what's happening?
I think I'm muted. Can you hear me?
No, we can hear
Yeah,
you
here you're
now.
fine.
Oh, okay.
How you
Jennifer's the
doing?
best extreme sport athlete that we know.
We're
Right.
running
Very
that rotor
fast.
rooter.
Yeah, cool. Wonderful. All right, well, listen, we got Eric presenting, and he's going to be talking about aging in the phrase. I'll let you introduce this a little bit better. The older you get, the smarter you are, I think. I don't know. I hope so.
That's what I
It
think.
means we should
No,
be geniuses.
no, it's interesting, Larry. We were coming up with a topic on Monday, and it's something that hit me. I was having a conversation last week at a retreat that we were running, and one of the things that was mentioned is that I'm always the oldest person in every meeting now, right? And my whole point was, I'm only 59. Like, where the hell are all the other, like, did everybody retire before 59? I don't believe that for a second, right? And and then with some of our clients, I was having that conversation about like what it is to, the pros and the cons to aging. And look, I did a Facebook post last week that got a lot of traction about my health. And actually, Jen's here. I had a health event at the Rotor Franchise Association last year, and it really, I ended up in the emergency room, and it really changed basically everything for me. And it made me realize, like, you can only grind so hard so long, and you have to figure out a way to both still be successful yet take care of yourself. And this, Larry, I think what we're going to really talk about today and a lot, right? So, look, like I said, I'm 59, I'm almost 60. Um, I'm watching people retire. I'm watching people who aren't retired, but they look like they're retiring. They're just kind of mailing it in. And I'm watching a lot of business owners that you and I know, Larry, kind of lose their fire, and they start saying stuff like, well, I'm older now, and oh, I'm almost 60, and I'm almost said, and I'm calling bullshit on all that, right? So like, I think it's a thing that we all need to discuss and talk about because look, even if you're watching this and you're 25 or you're 35, if you want to be in business for a long time, then we have to not fall into a few traps that people as they start getting of a certain age start to fall into. So I'm going to go, Larry, through the four traps for older entrepreneurs, and let's make sure that all of us stay out of these traps. Right? Trap number one: I've earned the right to slow down. Right? Well, you could do whatever you want. The market doesn't care how old you are. The market doesn't avail you the right to slow down. Now, maybe you've built an amazing team and they're all doing all the work, and then yeah, maybe you can slow down. But if you're still trying to grow your business, my guess is it's probably not the right move for most of us, right? After decades of hard work, it's tempted to start to
I
coast.
don't think it's that you earn the right to slow down. It's learn that you got smart enough over time to slow down.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about, Larry, is the person who isn't in the position to slow down and they slow down. Right? They haven't nailed it. They still should be grinding. There's still more work to do, and yet they start rationalizing. I'm going to start coasting, right? The purpose kind of starts disappearing after a long time. Maybe you're just comfortable enough, but you're not where you want to be. And I think the thing is that we have to remind ourselves of what our purpose is. You and I want to help people. Right? I'll use SuperTech as an example. It's a passion project in many, many ways for us. So we're not going to slow down because we have defined our purpose. We talk about it in our morning meetings with our team every day. Like, this is what we're trying to do. This is what gets you and I out of bed every day. This is what keeps us working through the weekends sometimes because we have real purpose. That doesn't mean we're working 100-hour weeks, but it does mean that we're showing up every single day with a reason, right? And look, it's hard if you've had the same business for a long, long time. It can be you can't. Sometimes we lose focus on what our purpose is. So if I could offer any advice, don't allow yourself to not remember what you started the business for in the first place, right? For most of us in service, that's to do the job that we love to do and to help people. So maybe we have to reinvigorate that. Trap number two. This is the one I hear all the time. I'm too old for that. I'm too old to learn technology, or I'm too old to learn AI. I'm too old to go to this class, or I'm too old to get in shape. I'm too old to run these young employees that I don't understand. I'm too young to learn digital marketing, or too old to learn digital marketing, right? Every time we say that we're too old for something, we're selling ourselves way short. Look, I mean, I'm not a technological person at all. Larry loves to point that out at every given point. But I've spent a ton of time in the last 2 years learning as much as I can reasonably learn about artificial intelligence because I just realized it's the next big lever to pull in business. Now, I could have sat back and said, I don't need to learn this. I'm 58 or 59 or whatever, but that doesn't do me any good because somebody else who does the same thing that I do is going to say, well, no, I'm going to learn it. So we can't say we're too old. You know, we just, that's a cop out for most of us, right? That's just us being a little bit lazy, right? That's us being maybe a little tired. Look, I get it. I have the same issues everybody else does. I mean, I just came off 3 weeks on the road and I went for a bike ride last night, Larry, and I came home and I was sitting in the backyard. I hadn't even taken my kid off yet. And I was dog tired. And, I was talking to my wife about it. I was like, man, I'm wiped out. And then her first thing is like, she's like, you're almost 60. You're not recovering. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm not buying into that. Like, yes, I have to
Me
slow down a
neither.
little,
Denial,
but
denial, denial,
but I'm
denial.
well, no, I mean, I could deny myself right into the hospital, right? What it is at our age, Larry, is, or anybody, getting a little older, is we have to find a balance, right? Like for me, it's like I can go hard a couple days, and then I need to have a day where I kind of go a little easier to chill, and then I can go hard for a couple days. I think it's not never going hard, or it's not going hard all the time. It's that as we age, we have to like learn to manage our energy, maybe better than managing our time, to be honest. I think if I've learned anything, that's it. I have to manage my energy. I think you do too. You and I have that conversation a fair amount because we both have a tendency to kind of run ourselves into the ground a bit. And we have to go, whoa, like, because you told me that the other day. I got on a call and you're like, you look like crap. You need to take it easy. Right?
Well, because we
And
burn out and then we get sick and, and
right.
then we're
Yeah.
down for like weeks and weeks. And that just
Yeah.
serves, that
No
messes everything up. I
purpose.
don't want, yeah, no purpose at all. So
Yeah.
even taking a day off and not doing it, you're only using one day versus weeks and
Yeah.
weeks of days, which
Yeah.
isn't worth
And
it.
like Larry and I, luckily we're business partners and we're college roommates. So we've been friends for basically our whole lives. It's like he can read when I'm down. I can read when he's down. So you need that accountability partner in your life to tell you, no, you need to work harder right now, or no, you need to take a chill. Right. All right. Trap number 3. My body's just getting old. Right. I hear that all the time. Yeah, we're aging, but there's no fighting age. But the thing is that if we neglect our fitness, our muscle, our cardiovascular fitness, our sleep, our diet, the extra weight we're carrying. Look, I've lived all this. Like, I'm not speaking not from experience. I've lost 50 pounds in the last 12 months, purposely, and it didn't come easy. I had to work for every bit of it. We have to manage our stress. But the thing is that, I mean, from a year ago to today, I have 2 to 3 times the energy I did back then, right? Just by fixing my sleep, my food, my exercise, my stress reduction. And Larry, you've always been better about this than me. What are some of the things that you do? Like, my goal isn't to like be completely jacked and walk around with my shirt off. It's to perform well at work and to feel good. Like, what do you do?
Well, it's, you just balance it. The working out at this point is more about up here than here,
You
because
just taking any opportunity to make a muscle. I can see that.
oh yeah, well, you know what I'm saying. But the idea is to take care of, because there's so many other things that are less of a priority. Like you're saying, it'd be great to walk around and like we used to go around the beach and think we were cool in college and we were tough guys, but that doesn't move the needle anywhere. So that's what we want to,
Yeah.
make a difference with what
Yeah.
moves the
Well,
needle.
so what are the things that you do to take care of yourself? Because I think this is an important part. Like the aging, how we try to defend ourselves from decline is probably the crux of this whole Facebook Live, right? What do you
Yeah.
do to take care of yourself?
It's more of a cardio, a yoga, less aggressive lifting anymore. So I need to get a program
And then
that's
what
more
about your
consistent.
stress? What about your stress? What about your sleep? What about your just managing your energy? What do you do
There's
there?
a lot of things that we were doing. I mean, you and I had those aura rings for a long time, which helped an awful lot.
I still
And
wear mine.
the journaling is best at the end of the day. What's working, what's not working, and what I can do
And why
better the next
why
day.
why is that important to you?
That seems to be at the end of the day a de-stressor. So that I
You get it
unlock,
out on paper.
I put it on paper and it's out of my head and I continue with the rest of my night. Why not
Okay.
be stuck still in work, which, as
Yeah.
we all know, is misery. And that's what
Yeah.
happens. Is, yeah,
Yeah.
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 But
For me, it's go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you were done.
no,
Keep
go
going.
ahead because we talk about this a lot and we hold
Yeah.
each other accountable. But that's helpful too, having somebody hold you accountable. I bet you Jennifer and Chris hold each other accountable. I mean, granted, they're spouses and like we're practically spouses, but they're spouses in the relationship.
You're such a
And you go
creeper.
home and you have to. I know it's weird, but you go home. Go ahead, Jennifer. Can you speak to that at all? I'm curious.
No, I think you guys are hilarious that you're spouses. That's fantastic.
Thanks,
Oh, I don't know
Jen.
about that.
Yeah, so I'm watching this for Chris because he's just like, oh, I'm like too old to get out in the field and show these techs like how to sell solutions and those kinds of things. I forwarded this to him, but I see he's not on here, so I guess he didn't take my advice.
Well, we have a replay, Jen.
Yeah, I'll send him
Now
the.
we're next time he's going to see, he's going to punch each one of us in the nose.
Or you can just have him call me. Yeah, I mean, it's easy. Well, all right, Jen, I'm going to ask you a quick question. I'll let you go. Is he doing that though because he's just comfortable and he doesn't want to have to go do what he doesn't feel like doing anymore?
Oh, no, I don't think any of us are comfortable right now with job counts and revenue and the way the economy is and private equity.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I definitely wouldn't use that word.
Okay. Yeah.
We work.
But I was saying, so I was joking about this marriage thing, but you guys are in the business every single day. What do you do to check out to be able to be a family? And plus, you got your daughter in there too, and your son. So what do you do at home where there's no speaking about business? Are you able to do that?
Just
No.
crickets. No, probably not.
And I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't. I'm just curious because my parents worked in a deli for many years and they were stressed. And my mom was like, can we please not talk about business ever after work? But it's got to be hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say, I mean, Dylan doesn't have any problem checking out, but I mean, and Courtney and I like remind Chris, like, we're not talking about work. But I mean, I will say my kids were, I don't know, maybe Courtney was in high school and we were going on a vacation. And one of my kids said, what meetings do you have while we're on vacation? And I'm like, oh my gosh, we've never just gone on vacation. It's always been some kind of work trip that we take our kids along on.
I always call that the entrepreneurial vacation, the one where your kids are at the beach and you're on the phone sitting in a chair with your laptop in your lap. We've all done that one. All right. Well, trap number 4. Thanks, Jen. Appreciate it. My company needs me, right? Yeah, maybe it does, but maybe it doesn't, right? Like, many owners believe they're indispensable. In reality, they've never developed people capable enough to replace them. Maybe their ego won't let them replace them. And, the goal obviously isn't to be less valuable, but maybe the goal is to be valuable in a different way so that people can go do the work that you can't anymore. Because we hear a lot of people complaining, older entrepreneurs, I'm so tired. I'm still doing everything. I'm involved in everything. Nothing can happen without me. And in my head, I'm usually, and look, nobody's going to move the needle like the owner. Usually, I understand that. But at the same time, are we just putting our energy and our thoughts to the wrong things? Where should we be creating systems and should we be training people and should we be, developing the next leaders so that we don't have to do literally everything, right? So, what I would say for all of us, because we're not going to go too long today, here's what we can do, right? We want solutions. We've talked enough about the stuff, right? Number 1, we probably need to start working out, right? Maybe we need to train as hard as we can, because I do that all the time. I was just talking about that the other day. I was climbing up this big mountain in Utah here on my bike. And I was just like, none of my competitors are doing this right now. They're all sitting watching, reruns of whatever. And I'm out here grinding, right? So one of the things that we can do is do hard things, make ourselves do hard things again. Maybe we've become too comfortable. So we need to start doing things that are tough. That could just be getting to the gym 3 days a week or whatever, right? We need to protect our sleep, right? Most of us don't sleep well, Get some sort of thing like a Whoop or an Oura Ring, like Larry said, or your Apple Watch will track your sleep. Everything measured improves. Start tracking your sleep. Larry bought me an Oura Ring for Christmas years ago because he had one. And I always said, dude, you don't sleep much. And he bought me one, I think, to prove that he slept better than me, which was true. Right. And I've been on this journey for the last, I don't know, Larry, you probably bought that for me 10 years ago. And still a struggle for me, but I'm working at it all the time. I wear that thing every night and I'm trying to change my behavior so that I can sleep, because sleep, especially as we age, is crucial. Never stop learning. Right? Go take 30 minutes a day and just start going on YouTube and watching AI videos just to learn how it works, or learn how to sell something, or learn how to market better, learn SEO, right? Just keep your brain active, because the thing is that a lot of us just say, well, I've learned what I'm going to learn. That's where we're at, right? We don't want to do that. And then, I learned this from, I had a boss, Floyd. I used to work in the golf simulator industry. He was the founder. He was the same age as my dad. And he had filled the building with young people on purpose, because his belief was, if you surround yourself with people younger than you won't age as quickly. You will stay young, you will stay motivated, because your energy is feeding off theirs. And I totally saw that in him. We were all 30 years old and he was 70 or 60 something. And he had the energy like we did. You could tell he just loved being around us, because we might not have known anywhere near as much as he did, but we had an energy level that his peers did not. So surround yourself with younger people, go hang out with younger people, right? And then, because we're going to become the people we spend the time with. So if we sit around and talk about our ailments all day and don't spend some time with some younger people, we're going to start feeling old. And then my last thing would just be, if in your business, you've got to start building your next leadership team. You've got to start building the next leaders, whether that's a crew chief or a project manager or an office manager or a department manager or something. Like I think the one thing that we have to do is if we've been doing this a long time, I don't think it's fair to anybody, including ourselves, if we keep all that information and experience in our head. We have to share it with younger folks so that they can go do great work for us. So anyway, Larry, that's really it. Like, in closing, I just want to encourage everybody to start thinking about themselves and how they view their aging process, because a lot of it, you tell me this all the time, and I've really bought into it. So much of it's just between our ears. Like, we can change, because when I hit 50, I thought the world was over. I was just like, I'm 50 years old. All the best days are behind me. And I've learned that's not true. And I don't think that's true for any of us. So anyway,
Tons of
final
opportunity out there.
comments?
We live in an amazing country. July 4th coming up, and we've got to celebrate. Actually, I want to go on a tangent. Eric's been training awful lot. He's going to France for 2 weeks. He's going to ride where the Tour de France goes. Is that what he
Yeah,
did?
I'm riding like 5 of the biggest mountain passes that are generally in the Tour de France.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I'm riding other days too, but those, like, 5 of the days are like
Yeah.
really, really hard days. And I was out last night till almost 9 p.m. training after working a 12-hour day, right? Like, uh, I mean, the point is, I think also, Larry, that I think what you're trying to make, and you correct me if I'm wrong, is, Jesse Itzler, if anybody knows Jesse Itzler, he started the Everesting thing. He started NetJets. His wife started Spanx. She's a billionaire. He uses a thing called a misogi, which is like a Japanese term for, like, your one big thing of the year, like a one hard, like, vision quest or mission. So, like, France for me this year has been my misogi. I've been training for it ever since last August. I've been planning for it for a year, right? And
Right. It's crazy. Yeah.
I think the thing, Larry, I started out with talking about purpose. It gives me purpose outside of work,
Yeah.
which is
And that's
healthier.
important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I mean, moving forward, it won't always be going to France and riding a bike for 2 weeks, but I think I'm going to, like, it's added so much to my life and to work, honestly. I think I'll do that every year. I'll have that one big goal.
Yeah. That's a good idea. And I've been following Gary yesterday. He's a pretty cool guy for
Yeah.
anybody that's out there.
Is that what you were going to say about the training?
No, just so people know that we're walking the walk, and you, particularly under the circumstances, you're going to ride the Tour de France around there. I mean, it's not going to be the exact same thing, but it's going to be hardcore, and it's something that people
Maybe
don't.
not at
I
the same
can't say no
speed
people.
as them.
No. But you can't make excuses. You need to
No.
commit to taking care of yourself physically and mentally. And
Yeah.
this is an
Well,
example of it
when
on
my
this
friends
reason.
pitched this to me, I hadn't been training. I was much heavier, 50 pounds heavier, and my health wasn't very good. So, in a lot of ways, just saying yes was the instant motivation I needed to make change as well.
Yeah,
So, say yes
very
to
cool.
hard stuff
Yes. Bada bing.
inside the business and out. All right. Everybody have an awesome 4th of July. Thank you. We
Yep.
always try to keep these around 20
Pleasure
minutes
seeing
and
you. You gamblers.
hope this helps somebody out there.
Right
Thank
on.
Later.
you.
Jennifer, Mark, it's a pleasure seeing you. You folks have a great holiday. We'll see you guys.
Thanks. You
Thanks.
too.
Bye bye.
See ya. See ya.